The only thing I'm worried about with this new MCU movie is, how are they gonna find a way to go, what are we, some kind of Thunderbolt team? Suicide Squad pulled it off, man. Hello, Marvel fans. Thanks so much for clicking on this video. My name is Chris. We just got some awesome news out of the blue right here of a new upcoming Marvel movie that has apparently been top secret, but if you're a fan and been watching the stuff lately, you kind of saw this coming. And that is Marvel's Thunderbolts getting their own film. I'll be breaking down all the details involved with this announcement, who the director would be, potential candidates for this team, but I'm also need you Marvel fans to give me your opinions down below. How do you feel about this being decided to be a movie? Because nowadays, if it's not like Thor, Ant-Man, Fantastic Four, big characters, they're usually just chucked on a 6-episode drop on Disney+, but here they thought, they deserve a movie, as well as who you would like for potential team candidates and whether you'd even be interested in this. Alright, so getting into it here, Deadlines are the ones who exclusively broke this news, and they have it as Marvel's Thunderbolts movie taps Jake Schreier as director. In the actual article, they go ahead and give you some details about the movie and some potential candidates from the MCU. They say here, not much is known about the plot of the film other than it revolving around a group of supervillains, or at least characters who have played bad guys at one point in the MCU, who go on a mission for the government. The other element that is vague is which character will be part of this team, since film is technically still in development. Though sources say Marvel have been in touch with certain individuals who are already part of the MCU to make sure to keep an opening in their schedules for next summer when it shoots. That said, some of the characters that could potentially be starring making some sort of appearance include Baron Zemo, Yelena Belova, Ghost, Taskmaster, the Abomination, US Agent, and Winter Soldier. And I think this actually sounds kind of exciting and refreshing, especially since these characters have been building up in the background, and it's also an unexpected movie in MCU's lineup that isn't just a sequel to one of their big heroes. And yes, I understand there's going to be similarities pointed out that this is going to be Marvel's version of the Suicide Squad, and while I guess that is kind of true, I'm still excited for it, because at least a lot of these group members, we have been seeing them pop up randomly in other shows. That means when this movie comes out, we don't have to waste time with their backstories or know about how they came into the team, what's going on with them. We could just jump into whatever crazy mission they have, and I wouldn't be surprised if they make this thing a little more mature. Maybe not rated R, but with Disney being so open, with Deadpool being rated R, and that movie coming very soon, who's to say this wouldn't be another rated R installment for the MCU and give us something crazy? Now, diving into those team members right here that I tried assembling here, notably Red Hulk, that's one that's kind of up in the air whether he'll actually show up. Now, in the comics, Thunderbolt Ross, who we've seen pop up all the ways back to the Edward Norton Hulk movie, he's kind of the one who assembles this team and thinks it's necessary for them to do some dirty work for the government. And in certain iterations, Thunderbolt Ross becomes the Red Hulk. But I think for now, we just got to get used to the fact that the Red Hulk person on the team will be replaced with Abomination, who we're going to see in She-Hulk. I'm fine with US Agent getting in there. We saw how brutal and deadly he can be, so I wouldn't mind seeing him again. Yelena's probably the one I'm just excited to see on the big screen again. She always just seems to have such great chemistry with a lot of other characters, but she also seems like she's not the type to work well with others, so it's going to be interesting to see how they get her to be part of this team and how they force them to work together. I don't think they're putting bombs on their necks. The character that's going to make the comment section of this video very nasty, Taskmaster, because yes, I get it, you don't like what the MCU did with Taskmaster, and I understand, but I'm not going to deny that Taskmaster's abilities are still really badass, so to get more of that in a movie, I'm 100% down for it. I knew as soon as they left that character alive in Black Widow, they were going to be coming back. But the name that like really surprises me is freaking the Winter Soldier, Bucky Barnes. Now, since these guys are doing a mission for the government, it's for the greater good, at least you would hope, but I really thought the next time we'd see Bucky was in Captain America 4 alongside Sam Wilson, so I think it'd be really interesting if they actually make him part of the Thunderbolt team. Also got to mention an oddball character I wasn't expecting to hear about, Ghost. That's the villain we saw in the second Ant-Man movie. No offense to the actress or the character, but she felt kind of one note to me, so it's interesting that Marvel was interested to bring her back for more screen time and give her more to do. So hopefully she gets her redemption. Putting aside the possible characters though, I have already seen people online start to freak out with the director they've decided on, because here Jake Schreier is someone who's up and coming. They've directed movies like Paper Towns and a couple of episodes of Dave, Shameless, music videos for Kanye West and Kendrick Lamar, but this is your stereotypical person that Marvel goes after when they're making a new movie. They want someone that doesn't have a big name, a lot of power, so that they can control and get them to make the movie they want. leaked, unlike something with the Fantastic Four, where we're hearing reports that Kevin Feige actually wants to find a big-name director with a lot of experience so that he doesn't have to babysit them. So we'll see. We gotta remember the Russo brothers also went through this phase. The most notable movie they did at the time was You, Me, and Dupree, and then they went on to make some bangers in the MCU. So I throw it off to you guys now. How do you feel about Marvel's Thunderbolts being a thing? Are you excited for this to be a movie and not a Disney Plus show? Who would be your top picks for the team? Rank them 1 through 7 or 8. My top picks right now would be Yelena, Abomination, US Agent, Taskmaster. You know the rest. I think everything. Be sure to like, subscribe, follow me on Twitter at 3C Films or on TikTok at 3C Films. But as always, I'm Chris. Take care.